good morning, good morning. Some of you saw my video a couple days ago maybe, where I made a small little sketchbook using a butter box. And I thought, well, maybe some people don't buy butter in the box. Maybe they buy it in the tub. So what are they going to do? So here's a cereal box. Let's see if we can do the same thing. Pulling out my scissors, what I did is I opened up the bottom of the box so that I could lay it flat. It's always easier to work with it when it's flat. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting off the bottom flaps of the box. There that goes. And then I'm cutting off the top flaps. Makes it a lot easier. And then we're going to look for the seam that holds this box together, which again should be easy to see. There it is from the inside. See that seam right there? And we're just going to gently pull it apart. And we're not going to use the seam in this case, but it makes it easier to open it up. Makes it easier to cut when you open it up. So now I'm just going to cut it right on this fold of this first flap. Get rid of that. And I will cut it on the spine fold over here. And this box is going to give us two sketchbooks. Some people call them sketchbooks, some people call them art journals, some people call them whatever they want to call them. Maybe I should have a little contest of the most unique name, identifiable name. Now, ideally, I would get my cutter out because that's not a very straight cut, and I'm just trying to do it fast. But we will fold this in half. And we will have two sketchbook covers. Let's see how big they are. Here's my little tape measure. So this one is almost 5. It's actually, it's in between 4 3/4 and 5. So we're going to call it 4 3/4 because then we'll cut the paper down to 4 1/2. And it's about 7 1/2 tall. So we'll cut 7 1/4. So 7 1/4 tall, but then the actual paper that we need needs to be 9 1/2 wide. 9 1/2 by, let me double check, 7 1/4. Let's just make it 7. That'll give us the room we need. 9 1/2 by 7. Okay, so again, we can use copy paper, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my paper cutter and a couple sheets of printer paper, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get some of this out of the way. Got my cutter, and no, I forgot the size, darn it. Yep, measure twice. Alright, so we're going with 7 and 9 1/2. So we'll do the 9 1/2 this way. I love this cutter because it extends out so that you can go beyond 6 inches. Okay, there's our 9 1/2, and I think I have 3 or 4 sheets here. And here is 7. Fold this up. I probably should trim off the, I'm going to kind of straighten the edge out just a little because this is really wonky over here. We don't want it to look like that. There we go. See, just a little skinny little bit, but sure makes it a lot straighter. Okay, the other three are fine. And we'll just do one real quick. So I'm going to fold this in half, keeping it as straight as I can. There we go. And I didn't bring my, Yep, words are failing me today. Okay, so that fits just inside. Let me just show you here. It gives just a little bit of edge all the way around, just to kind of keep it safe. Okay, now if you watched the other video, you'll know this, but if you didn't, that's okay. We're going to decorate this first while it's flat. Then we will attach the pages. So in my last video, I used washi tape. And I realized that not everybody has washi tape. And that's okay. So we won't use it. So today I had this great idea of two different things. First of all, I found this piece of packing paper in something that came in a box in the mail. And my husband knows not to throw things out at this point without saying, honey, do you want this for something? And I went, oh, yes. And so I took two different colors of craft paint, and I used a paper towel scrunched up, and I just stamped the paint all over it. I have a light blue and a dark blue turquoise. And it came out so pretty. So I'm going to use that. Oh gosh, I don't know whether I want to use it on the inside or the outside, but luckily we don't have to decide right now. So I'm going to use it on the side with the printing because it will disguise it better than the other thing I have to use. So I'm going to cut it, about an inch larger. And there's quite a few tears in it, so I hope it holds up. But we're going to glue it down. I was looking for my glue stick, and it has just run off somewhere. I'm not sure where. So I don't like to, but I'm going to have to use wet glue. And when I use wet glue, I use Glue All. It's a multi-purpose glue, not the water washable glue that you get for kids when school is starting. Okay, I need to trim this end here. So jaggedy cookedy. Alright, and then I'm going to trim the corners just on a little diagonal. I'm going to put this here. Maybe I'll just put this here to hold it in place while I cut the corners, because it never fails, they slip on me. So I cut them. I just cut a little triangle off the corner, somewhat really close to the corner, and that allows me to fold it up like this and then have a neat corner right there. I know that's hard to see, but once I do it, I'll hold it up for you. I don't have my overhead camera in this location. I'm actually doing this from my kitchen. And I'm getting ready to go somewhere. So, of course, what do I decide to do? Let's do a video. Why not? And I have 7 minutes to finish it. Not that you want to watch this for 7 more minutes, but just saying. Okay, so come on out. Oh, shoot. Yeah, come on out. We're coming out. Okay, yeah. Yay. What are you barking at? Hey. Hey. Stop. That's enough. That's enough. Boy, she's getting excited about something. Lisa Lou. That's enough. Thank you very much for saying hello to everybody. I'm sure they appreciate that. So now that my fingers are all yucky, I'm just spreading this all over the last inch or so, stressing on the or so, of this paper. And then as it scoots around like it's not supposed to, I have to push it back. Alright, so I'm starting on the back edge that you can't see. Sorry. But I'm just pressing it down onto the glue. And it's probably a good thing that I have to go somewhere, because then I can let this sit here to dry. And we'll resume when I come back. I guess I can move this can now. But the can really does come in handy. Whoops, I just tore some of that paper off. Eesh. Some of this packing paper is more durable than others. So if you get a chance to get the real sturdy stuff, great. But I think this is still going to look really cool. Because now, the thing, I'll show you what I'm going to do on this side. But can I wash my hands real quick first? I'm going to try and hit the pause. Oh goodness, that was icky. Okay, that's why I like glue stick. This will hold really well. And notice I did not put any glue under here because it's wet glue. If it had been glue stick, I would have put glue there. So depending on what you're using, I can see I've got some on here. Depending on what you're using will determine where you're going to put it. Okay, now, my thought this morning, so many people are into these coloring pages, and I thought, wouldn't it be a great idea to put one of these coloring pages on the inside? And I didn't really look in this book. Now I'm noticing that they're all, yes, I knew they were giraffes based on the title, but I kind of thought that the pages might be fuller of coloring area. And I'm just thinking that this, okay, I just had another idea. See, they just kind of pop into my head. Here's what I could maybe do. Let's try it out and see. If I take two of these pages, and I can put one giraffe, and I'll just set it here for a minute, on one page, and it would end up getting cropped, kind of like, it's not going to go on like that, I'm just looking to see. So I could have one giraffe on one page, and I think, darn it, they're all facing the same direction. Why don't they have some facing the other direction? Then they could be facing each other. This one's kind of cute. I like him. So I could put him on the other page. See, they're both facing, well, he's kind of turning towards us. But you kind of get the drift. And I know I put this on wet glue, so I was trying to get it off quickly. You could do that, or, I mean, not everybody has a giraffe coloring book, I'm sure. Any coloring book, you know, these adult coloring books, or even a kid coloring book, you know. If you have any kids around, maybe they would share a page with you. So, I'm trying to give this an encouraging bend while it's soft. And I do have one little rip here, so I'm going to take a little bit of glue and just apply it. Actually, I need more than that would give me, so. Oh yeah, that's right, this didn't work so well. I could hear it. Wonder why it wouldn't come out. Okay. So, we will attach the pages later after this dries. But see, if you get any tears, all you have to do is just dab a little glue on it, and it'll dry clear. Just be really careful. I don't know if that's a tear. No, it does look like. Actually, it looks kind of like a hole. Alright. Everything else looks pretty good. So that looks kind of neat. I like it. And we're going to leave it here to dry. And I get to wash my hands again. And then I will check back with you. Of course, it'll only seem like a blip to you. But I'm going to give it about an hour, hour and a half.